Hall of Fame boxing promoter, Mr. Bob Arum, now joining us on stage. We unify the light heavyweight division. The WBO, IBF, WBC titles on the line. Joe Smith Jr., Artur Beterbiev, here inside the Mecca of boxing, Madison Square Garden, Saturday, June 18th, inside the Hulu Theater. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us. We are also joined by Joe DeGuarda, president of Star Boxing. Joe, thank you so much. Let's just start with you. This one's been a long time coming. How are you feeling? You've been with this gentleman for a long time now, and here we are, the Mecca of boxing, to unify the division.
Oh, it's great to be here. Great to be on ESPN Live to do this. And certainly, look, Joe's been working long and hard, and it's spectacular that he can have this fight, the unification fight, here at Madison Square Garden. We're all proud to be here. We're happy to be home and doing this fight. And as you can see, we respect the championship. Joe's here with his belt, WBO Championship of the World, and we're looking to grab all of them.
Bob, welcome inside Madison Square Garden. You've wanted this fight to happen for some time now. Here we are, Saturday night. How do you feel?
Well, I feel great. First of all, this fight belongs in this city, in Madison Square Garden. This is a tremendous fight. But again, at my age, it brings me back so many decades when Top Rank promoted the leading light heavyweights in the world, like Bob Foster, Matthew Saad Muhammad, John Conti, Eddie Gregory, he became Eddie Mustafa Muhammad, Marvin Johnson. I mean, the light heavyweight division has given people who follow boxing great, great thrills for as long as I've been promoting fights. And now we have this fight, which will go into the annals like all the great light heavyweight fights in the past, and may even be the one that is the greatest. Joe Smith is a tremendous fighter, has a big, big heart, a lot of skills, and a lot of punching power. And what can I say about Artur Beterbiev? I mean, he really epitomizes the ferocity that light heavyweights have been known for. Tremendous, tremendous puncher, big, big heart, a guy who refuses to lose. So nothing can be better than this. And I really predict that this fight will be considered the fight of the year for 2022.
All right, no pressure there, guys. No pressure. Garden, Bob predicts fight of the year. I think a lot of people watching and with us in attendance would agree. Artur, I want to start with you. There are 3 champions in the light heavyweight division. How important is it for you to be the #1 champ in the division?
Hello, everyone. It's like, you know, it's just important. Yeah, I can say like one word. I use. It's important, very important. Like I do everyday training for that. You know, to be one day good boxer.
Keeping it easy, keeping it to the point. Joe, you won a world title. You beat a living legend in Hopkins. Does this fight against this opponent feel any different, or is it just another day in the office?
You know, this is a huge opportunity. Beterbiev's a huge name in boxing. You know, everyone knows who he is at this point. He has 2 world titles, and you know, I want those belts. And you know, I believe this fight's going to be great. We got 2 big punchers, and yeah, I'm just excited to be in there with him. And you know, like I said, he's a great name.
You both have said publicly that you don't care where you fight. You just like to get into the ring and fight. Joe, I want to start with you. This is a little different. It is the Mecca of boxing, your backyard. Does it feel a little extra special that you get the opportunity to unify here at the Garden?
Yes, it's, you know, this is a huge opportunity for me. I'm fighting at the Garden, close to home. You know, I'm not too far from here. And all my fans are going to be here to support me, or if not, watching at home. And I'm just glad to be here, defending my WBO and unifying 2 other belts.
Artur, same question to you. Your first time in this mecca of boxing. Does it feel any different, or is this, again, just another day at the office for you?
You know, it's very important fight for me, like, but for place, I think it's not different for me. Like, I'm more focused for fight, for opponent, not for place.
I gotcha. 37 years old. Have you had to adjust anything in your training as you get a little older and climb that age ladder, which we all can't avoid? Anything different in your camp?
You talk about me?
Yeah.
I'm 37? Yeah?
Yeah. I hope.
Why you remind me?
Why you remind me?
No, you know, I always ask my coach, like condition coach, boxing coach, how do you think I do less work than 2 years ago? They tell me like, no, you do better than 2 years ago. Maybe they lie me. To me, I don't know.
Mark's in the building over here. He's shaking his head. He's like, no, I'm not lying. I'm not lying, bro.
I believe this guy's in his prime right now. I don't think age has anything to do with it. I know he's here 100% ready to go.
Well, hey, both you guys are always in incredible shape all the time. I think that's a testament to why you're both carrying belts. A lot of fighters we see don't stay in shape in between fights. Joe, you always enter the ring peak shape. Anything different from this last camp?
Hey, I know I'm in here fighting one of the best, so I trained 110%. As I normally do, but give it 110. I made this camp a little longer. I made sure things that I feel I wasn't doing my best, I improved on them, and I stayed more consistent with my training. So I feel comfortable this weekend.
Well, last year and a half, you've had fights that have been postponed because of COVID, the pandemic. You've had last-minute replacements. This one feel a little different in that regard, where there haven't been any of those outside distractions, where it's just been you and your team and the date, June 18th, on that calendar.
I mean, this is the smoothest camp I ever had. So hopefully the fight goes the same way.
Artur, same with you. No distractions this camp with distractions or, left turns, right turns caused by the pandemic. That seems to be behind us now. So that date, June 18th, is 2 days away. Getting to this point, any distractions in camp?
This camp, it's a very good camp, I think so. If we compare with last one, this camp is better. I want to take my team, my coach, condition coach, boxing coach, all my team, and for all my sparring partners who helped me. Yeah, we had a good camp.
Bob, you talked about this possibly being the fight of the year. It's a special night for Top Rank Boxing. Again, it's our second straight weekend here at the theater, at the Hulu Theater in Madison Square Garden. How special is this for Top Rank all these years to have the relationship you do with the team at the Garden to continue to put on these fights?
Well, I live in the other part of the country now, but as you can tell from my accent, I'm still New York. I was born here, raised here, went to the Garden, even the old Garden, when I was a kid, a young man, when Ali fought here against Zora Foley. I was here for the first fight in the Garden with Joe Frazier. So this place means a lot to me. And to be able to put on a fight like this in Madison Square Garden really means a lot to me because of how I was raised and what I experienced starting as a young man and then as a promoter. This is it. There's nothing better than Madison Square Garden.
Joe, over to you. What's this mean for Star Boxing?
Oh, look, I mean, he's the franchise player, you know. And like Bob, I have a strong affinity to Madison Square Garden. I'm born and raised in the Bronx. I won the gloves here years ago, a lot of pounds ago. But it means an awful lot, saw boxing. And we're really proud of Joe Smith. I mean, Joe developed, you know, here in Long Island. He was the champion of the world. He's the common man, you know, the guy people could resonate with. And on Saturday night, you know, really, we're talking about two of the best guys in the world facing each other. And Joe has never shrunk from that. He's always asked me for the biggest and the best fights. And ultimately, that pays off dividends for Star Boxing because, you know, we're proud of him. And one other thing I'll just add is, you know, Bob spoke about the history of boxing. And, you know, also, I grew up in the sport. Father was a fighter. I came from a boxing family in the gym every day of my life. And what happens when you're in this sport so long, you know, maybe it's hard to get up for fights. But as Bob is and I am, this is one fight that true boxing people can resonate with. True boxing people say, I want to see this fight. And fans want to see this fight. Because this truly is bombs away with two of the best fighters in the world, toughest fighters in the world. And actually, it's more than bombs away. It's nuclear. It's going to be something special.
It's funny you mention that because I think clearly this could be a pay-per-view event that people would sign up and pay for, but here we give the people the opportunity to watch it on ESPN. Bob, talk about that and this incredible partnership with this amazing network.
We in boxing have to offer fans live viewing experience to events that they don't have to pay extra for. So I am delighted that this fight is on ESPN. ESPN stepped up to the plate to make this fight happen. And in addition, we're on in Canada, where Artur comes from. It's on TSN, the English language network, and RDS, the French language network. So everybody in North America will have an opportunity to see this great fight live for no additional revenue than what they're paying for their cable and satellite.
Outstanding. Joe says nuclear. I've been saying fireworks all week. Artur, I need a 5 to 10 minute answer now from you. What can we expect Saturday night?
I need to think. You know, we're both ready for this fight. I think it's gonna be good fight. We will see. I can't do predict, you know, for future. I'm just boxer, you know.
I love it. I love it. Joe, last words before weigh-ins tomorrow.
Just like he said, we're two great fighters in there. We're both hungry. We're both well prepared for the fight. And I believe we're going to put on a great show for everybody.
Incredible. Joe, Bob, thank you very much. Artur, Joe, thank you. We're going to weigh them in tomorrow, and on Saturday night, we're going to unify the division. The WBO, IBF, and WBC titles on the line. Joe Smith Jr., Artur Beterbiev. I'm going to ask you now, gentlemen, to leave your microphones on your chairs, and we're going to give you the first face-off of the week. Thank you guys for spending time with us again. To all of our viewers on Twitter and YouTube, thank you so much. It goes down Saturday, June 18th inside the Hulu Theater at Madison Square Garden. The undercards begin at 6 p.m. Eastern. We move over to the network at 10 p.m. Eastern. Again, the WBO, IBF, WBC light heavyweight titles on the line. Joe Smith Jr., Artur Beterbiev. This is boxing. This is Top Rank. We'll see you tomorrow at the weigh-ins.